नमस्कार मंडळी, स्मार्ट ट्रॅव्हलर पॉडकास्ट सिरीजमध्ये आपलं परत स्वागत आहे. गेले काही महिने आम्ही खूप वेगवेगळ्या ट्रॅव्हल डेस्टिनेशन्सवर बोलतोय, ट्रॅव्हल कन्सेप्ट्सवर बोलतोय. आज मी एका लिजर ॲक्टिव्हिटीवर तुमच्याशी बोलणार आहे. तुम्ही म्हणाल ट्रॅव्हल आणि लिजर ॲक्टिव्हिटीचा काय संबंध आहे? तर आपण कुठे फिरायला जातो तेव्हा आपण लिजर ॲक्टिव्हिटी करतो, आपण ट्रेक करतो किंवा बोटिंग करतो किंवा कुठेतरी अम्युजमेंट पार्कला जातो. तर तुम्ही कधी ऐकलं आहे की आपण कुठे फिरायला गेलो आणि आपण एक फिशिंग ट्रिपला गेलो आहे? फार क्वचित तुम्ही असं ऐकलं असेल. तर माझे आजचे जे गेस्ट आहेत त्यांनी फिशिंग ॲज अ हॉबी म्हणून चालू केलं आणि नाव ही हेल्प्स पीपल टू डेव्हलप दॅट हॅबिट अँड ही टेक्स पीपल ऑन फिशिंग एक्सपिडिशन्स ऑल अक्रॉस इंडिया अँड आउटसाईड इंडिया ऑल्सो. तर हा खूप वेगळा कन्सेप्ट आहे ऑफ टुरिझम. जर तुम्ही पण कधी ऐकलं नसेल, मी पण जेव्हा त्याशी बोललो तेव्हा मला खूप आश्चर्य वाटलं की असं पण एक लिजर ॲक्टिव्हिटी इंटू टुरिझम कन्वर्ट होऊ शकते, हे वेगळ्या प्रकारची ॲक्टिव्हिटी. तर त्याच्यावर बोलायला माझ्याचे खास गेस्ट आहेत श्री अविनाश वेलिंगकर. Avinash is a hardcore tourism professional. He has loads of experience in various tourism companies, in various roles in tourism. And now currently he is into full-scale fishing, if I'm not wrong, Avinash?
One of the adventure division is...
Right. But he takes people out on fishing expeditions. So we'll get to know more about what is fishing, where it is done, how you also can develop this as a habit. So let's start with a very basic question. How did you chance upon fishing as a hobby, or how did you develop it as a hobby initially?
I would actually say born in Pune, so I'm born next to Bun Garden.
Okay.
So as a child, I used to see a lot of elderly people or my seniors or whatever, they cast a line into the river, sitting on the river banks, and patiently wait. And then patiently waiting, I would notice that when they catch a fish, the excitement, that enjoyment that you see on their face. I said, I want to experience this. Yeah, this is really interesting. So slowly, that curiosity actually got me into fishing. Then with friends, I would step out, go. That time it was not as simple, a bamboo stick straightened, tangus marla, put a hook to it, gandul kadle ne basle ho me. That was primitive till the point. Then slowly with friends, we got to know how we have to add peacock feathers, you have to put sisa, you have to put weights, you have to. Then understood there is a science to it. It's just not just putting a stick and waiting for the fish to come.
It became more sophisticated.
Yeah, it is a science because you can just sit there and the fish is not going to come. So then you learn slowly what is the technique behind it. Main turning point would happen where because of travel, I would travel everywhere, go to Dubai, go to Singapore, and then you see fishing, you see the departmental stores and you see something fishing, but then you don't know how to use it, but you're just buying it unnecessarily.
Right.
Over time, then the habit, and then as you start to work, then you don't get time, so you're watching YouTube videos, always a passion to do it, but no time. And one fine day in Pune, what happened was my old good friend and everything, Colonel Pratap Nair, my guru in terms of fishing, I would say.
Okay.
He was hosting a beginner's introductory class for introduction to fishing. I said, I've done, but what is there more further? And seeing all these international videos and everything, I said, maybe let's go see what it is. So Colonel Nair actually would be the one who actually pushed me in the right direction. So he conducted a class where he explained, there are so many different versions of fishing. There's a handline version, there's a rod version. In rods also there are 2-3 versions. There's a spinning version, there's a bait casting version. Then there's jigging where you do vertical fishing. Wow. Then there's shore fishing, then there's beach fishing, then there's lake and dam has a different fishing. So then
there's a whole science behind fishing.
Oh, even the moon pattern, the wind pattern, the biometics also makes a difference on the fish pattern, fish bite pattern.
Oh.
So slowly this adventure learning started off because of Mr. Nair's class. And from there, then the first trip to Konkan blew me apart. I said, this is what saltwater fishing is all about. From there, my adventure of learning patience, connecting with nature, understanding the fish patterns, developed, and from there it became more of an addiction.
Okay.
Addiction in a good manner.
It's good.
So that's how I started fishing.
क्या बात है. Excellent. Very hatke career, I would say. Very hatke habit choice, I would say.
Yes, I liked being in nature. The best part is you can go biking or you can go trekking. I was a biker. I love trekking. But best part is like being in one place, one with nature, where you can hear the birds, you can hear the insects eat or walk on the leaves. That silence away from that idiot box and away from the mobile. and doing a campfire and staying below the open stars. That was there, and plus this fishing thing became an addiction. Now every weekend, practically with friends, I think, "Kidhar ja rahe bhai?" and let's go.
Okay. But has fishing evolved over the times? In the sense कि, like you said earlier, पहले के bamboo का rod लेके बैठते थे, and then, but it has evolved to that level. It became more scientific.
See,
and,
in India till now, only the people who traveled abroad had access to good equipment. And I would say in the past 7-8 years now, we have proper tackle stores and professional tackle stores here, where you have access to good quality rods and also budget equipment.
Okay.
So to matching to the budget, matching up to the what kind of game you all are going up to, which kind of fish.
Okay.
So which kind of fish you want to catch? There are two. There's herbivorous and the carnivorous.
Oh.
So the herbivorous one, there's a different pattern. Carnivorous is one who's going to be hunting different fish. So you have to have bait mimicking injured fish. So that kind of equipments are there. So now this equipment is easily available. So
So like you said that depending on the kind of fish that you want to catch, you need to select the equipment accordingly, or
yes.
Acha.
For instance, like if you want to catch something very small like a tilapia, so that tilapias are in the range of about 500 to 1 kg, 2 kg.
Weight.
Okay. So it is easy to catch. So you can get a medium light rod for it, and you can play it well.
Okay.
But if you want to catch a tuna which is like 50 kgs, 60 kgs, so you need the equipment according to that.
Okay. But then how do you decide? Because you do that study first that in this water body, this is the kind of fish that we will get.
So whenever you step out for like say it is with friends you're going camping. So if it is a dam, so then you need something medium, because the biggest fish would be there maximum 5 kgs.
In a dam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you get something bigger, but then your skills also match. So it's not only the rod and the reel that gets you the fish. It is the technique. Sometimes the fish is going to pull. So you have to play it properly. Sometimes then you have to pull the fish. And then who's smarter out of the two? So it's not always that you will win. Sometimes the fish can also outsmart you. So it's a game
like we get to see in some movies also, right? ऐसा होता है that you try to pull up the line and the fish tries to pull also.
Yeah, the fish also pull. If you all both are pulling, either the equipment will fail, or the hook will straighten up, or the terminal tackles and gives up. So you have to play it accordingly. So it's like I said, it's a science. It's more of this thing which you learn slowly and upgrade yourself. And it's more like an addiction. Now I want to know more. And ह्यापेक्षा मोठी माशी पकडायची. Next target ha.
Right.
So then you go target based.
Okay.
So as you start
so you start with fishing in the river or in a pond, then you graduate. How?
So for me, we have about 30 dams around Pune. We have about 3-4 rivers around us. So initially it was freshwater.
Okay.
Freshwater was the most aggressive species would be a snakehead or what we call marl. Or the most chased after is a masir.
Okay.
I don't know masir. The Marathi version I can't remember. Right
Masir, na?
Masir. So it's endangered now. It's endangered. We used to get it at one garden. Now they have been reintroduced. So you have the golden masir, which people go all the way to Uttarakhand to do fishing. So there's a golden masir, there's a red fin masir, and there's a bilbur fin masir. So somehow they have tried to redevelop. Otherwise, foreigners come all the way to India to do only masir fishing. And they come spending monies and they stay in Uttarakhand. And there are the rivers which come from Nepal and everything, and from the Himalayas. That's where you get the original masir. But we had masir even in one garden at apna Mulamutta river. So you will see old text of Pune. You'll see Britishers fishing for masir. Now it's all gone. Recently now introduced back again.
Acha, okay. But I think one point which I feel we should take it before we move ahead is fishing, and like we spoke off camera also earlier, fishing is not like hunting, right? So in the sense that you don't just fish for pleasure, in the sense that you want to have the maximum catch, just to catch more fish, and then what is the philosophy of fishing?
There are two kinds of people. Some, because they are hosting YouTube, Instagram channels, they want to show that we caught so many fish.
Okay.
So they will unnecessary catch, because they sometimes it's excitement, getting fish. So now so they will catch and then pick it up and maybe sell it to the fish. This thing. So those are you could say commercial come hobby anglers. Then plus there are people whose business it is. So for a living they catch fish.
Correct.
And they sell it. That is a net fisherman.
That will be like a fisherman kind of a
So
scenario.
in that also fishermen, some fishes don't come in the net.
Okay.
So if you want to catch a masir or if you want to catch like a barramundi in the salt water, they're not easily found in nets. They avoid nets unless you're trolled them or something. So there's a difference. Then they are rod and reel commercial anglers. So they catch fish for their really bread and butter.
Okay.
And they're sportsmen. Sportsmen will do, sports anglers will definitely do one thing is, if it's below size or juvenile, release it.
Actually, they catch it, release it back into the water.
Okay. So 99 professional anglers or people of AIGFL, which is a fishing association in India, they will do is photograph it, weigh it, and sometimes if it's a unique species, take a scale as a sample and release it back in the water.
But the fish can survive so long without
Yes,
water?
yes.
Acha?
We have a time frame by which you have to let it back.
Okay.
So you get it immediately. Then this thing is remove photograph, properly remove the hook out, and the the wound heals immediately. Freshwater fish and saltwater fish have a healing process because they eat other fish, so they have thorns which they bite. So the hook is almost like that. Freshwater also, because they are constantly in water, they bite, chew something. So hook sounds painful, but their senses are not like our senses, where we feel at a pinch we feel every pain. So there are different species, so different science would be there to that also.
Right.
So catch and release is a time frame where we catch it, photograph it, so that's your memory for it, and release it back in time. So this is what we learn from our seasoned anglers, how to do this and this thing.
Right.
And each fish has a different time frame. There are certain fish which you cannot release.
Okay.
Because like a sailfish or a barracuda, it is dangerous to even bring it in. So first thing you do is put it at ease and then bring it on board, because it could harm everybody else in the boat.
Okay. But I think this concept of putting the fish back into the water is more like sustainable fishing kind of a
Yes, it is
thing,
sustainable.
right?
That is what we're trying to encourage all the young anglers right now. There is no requirement to this thing. So you have it, record it, photograph it. That is the memory that you need. Or if now everybody has a pocket phone with amazing cameras.
Right.
You can make reels out of it. You don't need to put. And if you go to remove everything out from a pond, then afterwards, where are you going to fish again?
Exactly.
You'll have to again scout for some place else. Or you step into somebody else's territory.
Right. But catching fish, is it the same old science of putting a bait for the fish and the fish takes the bait and is caught? Is that the basic science?
Okay. Basically, whenever people think fishing, they see a guy with a cap and a straw in his mouth. He's gone to sleep somewhere and there's a line in the water. Well, that angler is not the angler that you're using. Because if a fish has equal opportunity to eat the bait and get out.
Okay.
And in that small gap where he's eating the hook, the angler has to hook him.
Acha.
So if you miss, the hook, the chara or the bait which is put on that hook can vanish.
It'll eat and go away.
Yes.
Ah.
So that is one. Second is, so that is for herbivores or the bait fishing. Then the next is when we do predator fishing. It's a lure which is similar to a fish, and it enacts like a wounded fish.
Oh.
So for that,
So that's the bait.
That's a lure. Bait is when you make out of atta or you make out of put an earthworm.
But something to attract that fish.
Yes. So bait fishing is where you put chara.
Okay.
Or you put it's made up of different products.
Okay.
Or you put a live bait and you just chuck it and wait.
Okay.
And when you get the feeling on your hand or you see the tip move, you strike it at the right time and set the hook in. And then there's a fight also. It's not like just bring it in, depending on the size. So then whosoever is smarter, you have to learn sometime to give, sometime to take, and then the fish or you, either one will get tired. And then you bring the fish in, document it, and release it back again.
Okay.
Whereas the predator fishing is something where you cannot be in one place. So you're casting constantly. You are passing through the river bank or the seashore. And you're seeing where the fish is, because it'll be hidden somewhere and it's trying to ambush other fish.
Oh.
So when it sees a wounded small lure of yours coming through, it will come and attack that. So that's how there's bait fishing and there's predator lure fishing. And there's more varieties to that, but then our podcast will go on. We'll have to do part 2, 3, 4.
No. I think one important point that we also need to discuss and make people also aware is fishing where all can be done within India, within Maharashtra we'll start. Or around Pune also we can start with
Like I said, in Pune, there are number of places to go to. We have some ample number of banks, dams. We have ample number of rivers. Unfortunately, our river, because of city rivers, have become polluted, so there's hardly anything that we can catch within that. But having that said, that we have so much of access to freshwater fishing around here, but the government earlier is to stock up themselves fresh fingerlings. Fingerlings means baby fishes of different varieties, so that local public can fish and earn or even survive themselves. But right now, the government is started giving them on contracts.
Okay.
Now, these places like lakes, dams, dharans, Jepan Mantat, everything is subcontracted to somebody.
Okay.
And he puts lakhs worth of fish, baby fishes, fingerlings into the dam.
Oh.
So when you're going to some place, make sure you know somebody locally there.
Okay.
And then find out how we can go this thing. So they don't mind a hobbyist coming in fishing.
Correct.
But they will not let you do a net fishing. You're coming with pole fishing, he'll say, maximum he'll say, whatever fish you catch, I'll take a small fee for it.
Okay.
But if you're caught illegally in there, you can be given to the cops.
Okay.
Most of the time, locals will start hammering you. So to avoid an ugly situation, find a local contact there, connect with him, say that we are coming for these purposes.
Right.
Who is there somebody who has a contract or thekedar of that place? And get permission from him and then do it peacefully. In fact, he'll come and say, put a tent, he'll tell you where are the good spots where he's seen the fishes. But don't probe into somebody's property. It's like trespassing in somebody's zone.
Got it. And these permissions, normally people are not.
They don't have
so
a
averse to
problem.
give.
They don't have a problem. Once you're told, you're talked about, they tell him that I'll be making a YouTube video or I'll put you on Insta, he'll come to stand and just be with you in that video.
Right.
And some people will say, okay, I'll charge you a fee.
Okay.
It's good enough. If you're doing catch and release, then there's no problem only.
Exactly. Right. But any speciality that you feel with regards to fishes or the kind of experience people will get maybe in these dams or rivers that you there around Pune?
Now, having that said, each area has different salt levels and different because of the soil.
Right.
So you get different species, different places.
Okay.
So, like for instance, along the rivers or along this thing, mostly people want to catch murals. They are the most predator and they are more fun to catch because it fights equally back.
Oh.
So it's not easy like you just picked it up. It's going to give you a fight. Either it'll break your lure or it'll break your line or somewhere any weakness and it'll find it and it'll put stress on it, it'll break it.
Okay.
So those are found mostly in the wilds. You'll not find them in tanks or anything.
Correct.
And they are a different species. So you find them practically everywhere, but in the shallow. So this is knowledge that is passed on by somebody else to you, and you see them how they catch, and you learn it over time. Because you have to spend a good amount of time on the water to understand how this expert is catching fish and how is he getting it.
Right.
Then you keep on trying, it's not happening. Then you learn and you mimic him. And then you understand, and then slowly you master that art, and then you also become this thing. And this is something so unique because you are out, you're getting so much of fresh air. There's water around, there's birds around. It's meditative.
Exactly.
And it's actually a very good stress buster.
Right. So I think coming to that question which I was asking you, that lakes and ponds and dams, the traditional photo, like you said earlier, someone with a cap and just holding a line. Normally people stood on the bank of the river or lake and they did the fishing.
Yeah.
So how is that different and going into the middle of that water body by boat? And
see, normally people who are fishing from the bank, they'll be handliners. So there's no rod. There's that's an old traditional way. It's a straight hand line with a weight and your bait.
Okay.
That is version. And the people who go inside, because the bigger fish normally don't come so close to the shore.
Correct.
They'll be there only in the, like I said, again, the science is there. So it's like either early morning or late evening.
Oh.
And sometimes in the afternoon, because the levels, the moon pattern, the wind pattern,
tidal levels also.
There's a different lot of water pressure.
Okay.
So these people go where the big fish are. So they get inside the water and they do trolling. So trolling is your boat is moving and the lines are put behind and it is...
Okay, correct.
So the fish will see there's a fish which is wounded and the predator will come for that.
Oh.
So that happens also in salt water and fresh water. But trolling is mostly done in salt more than fresh.
But you as standalone fishing kind of thing, 2-3 people going there in a boat, people still do that?
Yeah. So in a boat, I would say if it's a small boat, so there'll be one person who will cast on the left, there'll be one person on the right, and there'll be one person who's casting straight.
Okay.
So 3 people can easily do
But that is a better option rather than standing on the bank and doing it?
It's sometimes
Depends.
fishing is purely luck also. You have 2% skill and 98% luck. So there are times that you've gone months together
Okay.
every weekend and not caught anything. So it's not that every time you catch.
Fish are getting smarter now, avoiding the weight.
I could say that maybe it's passing off in the DNA, but it is purely luck. And also the knowledge of going at the right time and the being in the right place. So you will see mostly anglers, they will leave before the sun rises and they'll be at the spot. They want to be at the spot, unpacked, ready, and before the sun rises, ready on the spot.
It's almost like those birders who are there
Yes,
early
yes.
morning and they're waiting for the bird to come in.
Yes, exactly.
Something
Even
similar.
when hunting is not permissible now, but
Correct.
even hunters in Africa, they want to be at the earliest there before sunrise or sunset.
Right.
So fishing is something like that only.
Great. So I think around Pune, like you said, a lot of water bodies where people can
of
still do and do it. But you also take fishing expeditions to places outside Maharashtra, outside India also, I believe. So can you tell something about that? Where all it's possible?
See, we at Banyan Tree Holidays recently added, actually fishing was my hobby.
Okay.
And I had local friends in Lakshadweep. So I've been promoting Lakshadweep since almost 98 or something.
Okay.
And from there on, then a lot of friends said, "Arey, we've not been to Lakshadweep. Nobody's been to Lakshadweep. We want to go fishing." I said, "I'll organize it for you. Let's go." The first trip came out to be a group of friends.
Okay.
And that group of friends, we had a ball of a time. Means we ourselves were stunned with the experience and the catches that we got.
Oh, nice.
And it is scenic. It is beautiful. It was like...
But fishing there compared to fishing in this part of India?
It is part of India only.
No, that's okay. No, in this part of India, I'm saying.
Yeah. Now, what has happened is our side of the coast from Gujarat and Maharashtra and Kerala is overfished by trollers.
Okay.
And what the trolling does is it's a big net which starts off from the bottom and they sweep everything from juveniles to babies to even fish that they don't need, and they empty the whole place. Since there is no next generation and they wiped everybody off, there's a gap in between where there's no fish at all.
Oh.
So coastal areas around here. Now, luckily for Lakshadweep, there are a lot of marine sanctuaries created there. There are corals and everything which are protected. And because of the coral, even trollers can't go through because the nets will get cut.
Correct.
So, and plus now, Lakshadweep is also a naval base. So it's more restricted. So trollers don't come that side. So that's why we have a good habitat for catching very good and exciting game fish there.
I think because of the corals, also it becomes a small ecosystem kind of a thing where...
The corals are also very sensitive. So trolling could kill that. There's been areas where there were good corals. Now, I think so in Maharashtra, the best place people go for fishing would be somewhere like Kashid and Alibag, or when they go to Malvan or they go to Ratnagiri.
Correct.
These are productive places. But then what happens is if the trolling goes on, and then even the locals fishermen have a tough time because they fish only within their area and they don't overexploit that area. But the trollers kill everything. And
they sweep away everything and
it's
take
swept.
away.
It's like total, there's nothing left. And even this ecosystem which is there, the rocks, water plantation, everything is swept in that trolling thing. So it is bad for us, it's bad for the local fishermen.
Right. And that's why you look at Lakshadweep as a place where fishing is still very productive in terms of even habitual fishers.
Local fishermen there are very, very simple, very nice. So we use their boats only. There's not too much of technology that you could get like how you would get in Andamans.
Okay.
So the heaven for anglers within India is Andamans.
Oh, acha.
Yeah. So everybody people from abroad come to India to fish in Andamans. So I have customers who call me from Saudi. There are people who are coming from the Middle East. They have clients who are coming from US. Either they are coming for the master or they are coming to fish for GTs in Andamans.
What are GTs?
Giant trevally. Giant trevally is one of the most aggressive predator fish.
Oh.
And if you catch one, it is like a tug of war. Achha. And in front it is like putting a bull and you're holding the rod. So if you catch one and after if you finish it or not, you have to sit down. Your back, whole body is going to hurt.
It's so heavy.
Imagine like a small, like a cocker spaniel. This is about 7-10 kgs. Taking it for a walk and it runs. You know how much of a jerk it gives.
Correct.
Now upgrade that to a bulldog. Then upgrade that to a buffalo. So that is a pulling strength.
Oh.
So there can be times that it can pull you overboard. So that's why our reels have drags where when it gets in, it starts spinning without holding.
Achha.
So there's a mechanism in the reel also, where if it goes beyond a breaking point, it'll start letting out line.
Okay.
So it's called a drag. So each reel has a drag mechanism. It's like a brake. So you can set it to a certain strength.
Okay.
And after that, it'll just pull line.
So it won't pull you inside.
It won't pull you inside.
Okay.
Now, say somebody in excitement puts the whole thing, maximum that rod and rail will take it out of your hand. Most of the time, because you're so holding tight to it, we have safety belts, and somebody's holding your belt from behind. So you'll see if you somewhere if you
like
see
a tug of war almost.
It's like a tug of war, but here you'll fall in the water. And
Right.
those waters could have sharks, stingrays, whatever.
Right. So, from a fishing point of view, as a leisure activity, I think Andamans and Lakshadweep.
So there's
both are
Kerala. There's a lot of options.
Okay.
But I would say havens for fishing means where every angler's dream gets complete. Andamans is there, Lakshadweep is there. Lakshadweep is still serene and natural because there's a lot of restrictions and limitations to getting to that place.
Okay.
There's a lot of laws keeping to getting to that place. Accessibility also is a major challenge. Where Andaman you can take a flight and go.
Correct.
But there in Andamans, the pricing keeps you on hold. And here Lakshadweep, if you can go through, is a little bit more economical than Andamans.
Okay. Right. Any other place outside India where you have gone and where you feel?
Oh, there are a lot of places. For instance, my first international trip would be Maldives.
Okay.
One of my biggest catches and my biggest regrets was also inside Maldives. So Maldives is beautiful. It's actually the same ridge, the same mountain ridge, which extends from Lakshadweep all the way till Maldives.
Correct.
So it's the same coral island atolls which are there below.
Right.
It's the same thing. So humongous fish between these atolls, crystal clear water. Because of the coral, there's a lot of natural habitat and feeding. So a lot of feeding, and the sizes of fishes are also big, and a lot of game fishing happening. We have a lot of our clients of us from Singapore and Asia. They give fishing to us as an incentive. Complete our targets, we'll send you to Maldives for 1 week for fishing.
Oh.
So they come, Singaporeans, people from Hong Kong, they come for a week and they stay on board, live on boards that we provide.
Okay.
So it's a floating hotel.
Okay.
It has all the luxuries of a 5-star. And you go from atoll to atoll fishing, and then bring them back to the airport and bus. They don't want to do anything. They want to fish from morning to evening.
So that's a leisure come stress buster kind of an activity.
Yes, totally stress buster. To the point, it's an incentive. They complete their targets because they want to go here.
Oh, nice.
So,
very interesting.
Like that, there are a lot of incentive groups which come even from Europe.
Okay.
And they come and target. In India, it's not come up as a concept as yet. So earlier also, because while I was in my first company, Sita Will Travel, I was working in inbound division. So that's when I first noticed that tourists travel only for fishing. Then slowly I started, once I got into the same and they noticed I am traveling, I started getting calls. Can you organize this for me? Can you organize this for me?
Correct.
So till now, I've done Oman, I have done Madagascar, I have done Mauritius, I have done Sri Lanka, again Maldives. Andamans is yet pending for me, but Thailand, Phuket. So these places.
So these people whom you have taken there, they have gone only for fishing, or fishing was just a side activity?
They are
along with
hardcore anglers who travel with 5-6 friends, and it's only a fishing trip. Then they are anglers who are saying, I'm going with my family. One day I'll send my family for shopping and this thing, and one day you take me out. And then he'll go, I'll organize a boat for him, he'll go fishing, removes photographs, comes back, and he's happy, and they're also happy.
Right. So out of all these destinations that you spoke about now, which one would you rank as your favorite?
Each one is different and each one is beautiful. So you can't say, because today what I could catch in Lakshadweep, tomorrow can be outbeated in Maldives.
Okay.
Or maybe next trip I'm in Andamans, and then I would be even more. So each one has a different flavor and attraction to it.
Because these are all, I think, sea environments, right?
Sea environments.
Sea environments.
No.
So how is sea environment different from, say, fishing in the rivers or ponds? In terms of...
It's more, I would say rivers and fishing are more peaceful.
Okay.
Because like in the sea, you are constantly on a boat and you are floating around. So after 3 or 4 days of this thing, even when you sit in one place, you still feel you're rocking. It's stress, you get tanned, you get burnt, you get sunburnt.
Right.
Whereas fishing, land-based fishing, you can have an umbrella or you can have some cover for yourself. Not that they are boats, but then you're constantly in the sun.
Right.
So sea fishing has its own adventures. Freshwater fishing has a little bit. Not that in freshwater also, when you're doing predator hunting, you are walking constantly from this thing. So we could walk anything one way from 8 to 10 to 15 kilometers.
Oh.
So you'll be starting off from one point, leaving your car there, then going till one point, because you're constantly casting. So there are people from times when they've done 1,500 casts in a day.
Oh.
Every time you throw the thing, it's one cast.
So how much do you need to wait if you throw in once? If you throw the bait once, what do you call it? Casting. How much time do you need to wait to realize that you have failed here, you to move somewhere
No, so
else?
casting is when you cast it out, the fish falls into the water, the artificial fish,
Ah.
and you're reeling it in different speed modes,
Right.
depending on what fish you're catching. So
Correct.
some fish needs it very fast, and whatever is running fast, will attack it. So you must have seen whenever you go to a sea or whatever, there are small fish, and suddenly a big fish comes in from
Correct,
behind.
correct.
So that is what we're trying to mimic.
Okay.
So we cast within 5 minutes of what speed you're rolling, it's come back to you the line. Again you cast.
Okay. So that was how much time they normally take for the fish to actually get caught in the bait.
It depends on a lot of factors. For instance, what the fish which you've got, what size it is, and then second, what is your equipment with you? Because if the fish is more powerful than the equipment in your hand, then you have to play him. If you try to do it, either you'll break your rod or you'll break your line. He'll burn your reel. Means the line is being pulled. No matter what you do, he'll start sometimes smoking.
Okay.
And the reel's also gone because the brakes cannot hold it anymore.
Right.
So that's how it starts smoking and overheats. So it depends. There are people who have played for 2-3 hours together just with the fish. We had a tournament at Guagar. That guy caught a fish in the morning at 7 o'clock. Till evening 6 o'clock, he was still fighting that fish. And
Who won finally? What?
The fish won.
Acha? The man got tired.
No, because the tournament ends at 6 o'clock. So he either has to land it, but if he had caught it, he would have definitely got the first prize.
Acha. So the tournament like this held, what is the forward of the tournament? How do you give a prize in that? Largest fish or the largest number of fish?
All tournaments are catch and release. So you cannot. So it has to be released. If the fish dies, your fish doesn't qualify.
Oh.
So there are a lot of rules on that basis. So it is on the biggest size and weight. And there's a different tournament, like the biggest one, the maximum number of catches, the variety of fishes that you've caught. So there are different tournaments. But the first prize could get you a prize anything between 1.5 to 2 lakhs.
Oh.
In India, it's still lesser. Abroad, it is like a tournament, like a football match.
Oh.
And there are massive sponsorships. So even tournaments here are sponsored by tackle store owners or by fishing tackle companies.
Okay.
And they are held along different parts of India.
Okay.
And any tournament would have nothing less than 80 to 100 participants.
So it's becoming quite popular now in India also?
Yes. It's been around for almost 8-9 years now.
Yeah, but then...
So even in Pune, if I say...
It's not so much in the popular domain. So I thought maybe...
No, in Pune also, I would say if there are... How many WhatsApp groups? There are almost 25 WhatsApp group. Each WhatsApp group must be having 60-70 people.
Just fishing.
Fishing. And throughout the day, they're talking. That I caught this. Then everybody's sharing information. So if you say pan India, they are a lot. Everybody somewhere that wanted to try fishing.
Right.
But somewhere didn't get the right person to teach him.
Exactly.
And didn't get the right group to join. And those who did, now they have... So each area has one group. So I have one group which is a Pune East one. So we are from Wagoli, Boat Club, Dole Patil, Koreo Park, all getting together.
Okay.
And sometimes even our Lonavala friends come and join us. Or we go to Lonavala because there are a lot of dams in that area. But when we get together, like there are different associations. Like there's KXA, Konkan Extreme Anglers. This is an association of Maharashtra. But there are people from all over.
Okay.
So when we have a tournament, there's 100 anglers. But there are another 100 people who come to watch us.
Oh.
Or they are anglers, they want to come and meet. It is like... In our groups, we are talking to so many people, but that is more of a social event. We get to see a person face to face.
Okay.
So that is, tournaments are more of a social gathering.
Correct. You get to meet more experienced anglers.
Yes, you get to learn from them, rub shoulders with them, learn from them, hear their stories.
Now, someone who wants to get into this, who wants to start this fishing as a hobby and then maybe going to become expert in that also. What is it? How does it start? What is the starting point that one is to look at?
Ideally, first, I would say, as per your area, as per your city, find out a group.
Okay.
Because first, any water body, don't go alone. Because generally to go to a river or something, you have to cross through farms, or if it is a sea, you have to cross through very remote areas. Snakes, poisonous things, so you always should be at least 2-3 people traveling together. So if you're with a group, and if you're with a fishing group, or you get to know in this area, or if you could connect with me, I could tell you as per area which group you could ask and request. And they generally once a week or at least twice a month they step out.
Okay.
So you can first join the group, get familiar with the people, and that is how you connect with like-minded people from your area.
But this basic equipment that a person
I was
starting
coming
out
to
will,
that.
okay.
So that is first step. Second step is equipment. I would say initially don't go way out. It's like before you get your license, don't go for a Ferrari straight away. First, learn to drive, take a second-hand vehicle, drive it, get used to it, break it 2-3 times. That is affordable because that's when you can say, na, denting, bending, parvata hai.
Right.
So try that out. So a basic fishing kit would cost you basic from 2,500 to 5,000 rupees.
Oh, okay.
So you have all kinds. It would not be the best, but then the more rods you break or more equipment you break, it encourages that you came to a point where you,
right,
the fish actually gave you a tough time.
Correct.
Then coming to mid-range, when you graduate and you come to say this thing, then you could say that kit would come from between 25 to about even 55,000 rupees. That is a mid-range.
Okay.
That would work for fresh water as well as salt water. So if you can use, here you have come from a freshwater equipment to a salt. Now difference is salt water equipment has to be salt worthy.
Okay.
Because salt water eats into everything.
Corrodes everything.
So if you use a freshwater reel in salt water, after that first step, that is swaha of it. There's nothing left on it. So when you get that 15 to 50,000 rupees equipment, you will be mostly having waterproof and salt resistant this thing.
Okay.
Then when you come to big game, 1 lakh and the sky is the limit.
Oh.
So that league is, so they say now India, fishing is more expensive than golf now.
Acha, okay.
Yes. So you have branded rods and reels going up to, just a rod going up to 1.5-2 lakhs. And you have reels which go vice versa. Then even this braid line, the fishing line that we use, just 300 meters can cost you nothing less than 3,000 to even 10,000.
Okay. So it depends on the kind of...
Yeah, so as you progress, as you get into the game, and then what your passion pulls you, then you do it. So like initially you start off on a CD 100, but now we have Alis also.
Yeah, I know. But it's not so expensive to start.
No. I would say initially because fishing has so many different varieties of fishing. Like for instance, a person from Pune who doesn't have a group, he will go every weekend for fishing around the dam. So his equipment doesn't have to be good. And once a year he'll go to Konkan. So then he may need a lesser equipment which he'll keep separate only for that. Or he can rent it out. Nowadays there are people who rent out also.
Oh, okay.
So there are options that way.
तर म्हणजे तुम्हाला आजचा एपिसोड कसा वाटला? खूप वेगळा विषय होता आणि मला वाटत नाही फार कोणाला फिशिंग असं करता येईल किंवा फिशिंग आपल्याला डेव्हलप करता येईल ॲज अ हॉबी आणि ते एवढं एन्जॉय करता येईल, त्याचे टुर्नामेंट्स होतात, फिशिंगमुळे आपल्याला जग फिरता येतं, हे फार कमी लोकांना माहिती असेल, मला नक्की खात्री आहे. तर तुला कसा वाटला एपिसोड नक्की सांगा आम्हाला. तुम्हाला काय फिशिंगबद्दल माहिती हवी आहे, तुम्हाला फिशिंग ॲज अ हॉबी चालू करायचं आहे, तर खाली यांचे नंबर स्क्रोल झालेच आहेत. तुम्ही अविनाशला कधीही कॉन्टॅक्ट करा, व्हॉट्सॲप करा, ईमेल करा, विल बी मोर दॅन हॅपी टू हेल्प यू. त्याची पॅशन तुम्ही बघितली ते बोलताना, किती पॅशनेट आहे तो फिशिंगबद्दल आणि त्याचा अनुभव तुम्हाला कळला असेलच त्याच्या बोलण्यातनं. तर नक्की तुम्ही पण हा प्रयत्न करा, तुम्ही ट्राय करा. वेगळा प्रकार आहे, वेगळी लिजर ॲक्टिव्हिटी आहे आणि तो म्हटल्याप्रमाणे घरी बसून मोबाईल गेम किंवा टी व्ही बघण्यापेक्षा गो आउटसाईड, बी वन विथ द नेचर अँड एन्जॉय फिशिंग अँड स्टार्ट फिशिंग ॲज अ हॉबी. राईट. सर्वात महत्त्वाचं, माझं चॅनल लाईक आणि सबस्क्राईब नक्की करा. थँक्यू.